to The Hurt Is the Same. My name is Chantel Johnson, and each show is dedicated to my son, Christopher Johnson. Welcome to The Hurt Is the Same. My name is Chantel Johnson, and each show is dedicated to my son, Christopher Johnson, who was the 109 homicide right here in Jackson, Mississippi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to The Hurt Is the Same. How you all doing tonight? You know what tonight is. TGIF, baby. It's the weekend, baby. As y'all know, it's cold. It's cold now. Check on the pets, check on the elderly, check on the people you know that need checking on. How about that? Tonight I have a guest, and she don't need no introduction around this city, so I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hey, everybody. Hurt people, hurt people. My name is Patrice Boone. Everybody know me as Boone. Born and raised out Wood Street, but my mama reside in Georgetown, and that's where me and my kids always been. And my son, Keyshawn Boone, recently passed away October the 26th. He got shot September the 17th. They told us he got shot going down Lindsay. Person though is the person that was in the car, and all I know is his cousin. But now, as y'all know, and y'all already know how the streets are, they gonna always talk. It was saying that my son has been shot at the gas station where they was last at Exxon on Robinson and 80. Everybody know my baby is Keyshawn, but they know him as Big Homie. And then y'all start calling him Big Daddy when I moved, because we've been in Georgia for the last 3 years. But the last year and a half, he came, almost year and a half, he came back down here and he was staying down here. And he was with people he thought he could trust and love. And one person he spurned on, that one I always call him, Clifton Griffin, better known his head in Verdis. Yeah, that was his son. And everybody know that was his firstborn. His firstborn. My only boy and his firstborn. But he got some more. But anyway, I don't know what really happened to my son. All I know is my son never been a problem child. He graduated with honors in 2019 from Merle. He was the boy that always kept a smile on his face. He loved his family and his friends. He associated with it. And he had that many. Because my son I already knew, and I told him. The main people he kept around was his cousin. And his name was Keyshawn, too. Both of their name was Keyshawn. They just always been together. They always been together. And all I know is, whatever happened to my son, I just want to know the truth.
And you deserve to know the truth.
Because if the shoe was on the other feet and my son was still here and something happened to his cousin, one thing about it, I'm going to always tell my son, we're going to always tell the truth, because you're not going to put yourself in a situation that you know you didn't have nothing to do with it. If you didn't have nothing to do with it, we're going to tell the truth about what's going on. But if you had something to do with it also, you also got to tell me what's going on so I can know which way to go. Regardless, because I'm your mama and I love you. That's the only thing I'm going to say is, but I never would sugarcoat nothing that's going on out here. If you're wrong, you're wrong. And if you're my child, my niece, my cousin, whatever, if you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm going to tell you you're wrong. Because I was taught that when I was young.
I was too, and you know the thing about these homicides, you know, nobody is talking about it. It's not a big deal. But what people do not understand is, once a life is lost, it's no other bigger deal that's a big deal.
It's not.
You know, it stops right there. And when that happens, one or two things have to happen. One or two things have to happen. But justice is the right way. You know, and
Exactly.
so many families go without justice. So many families, you know, I hear so many times, I'm going to give it to God. But in my situation, I know work without faith is no good, and faith without work is no good.
You give it to God, but you still got to do your part.
Right.
You still got to push the issue. Because guess what? It's happened where you lay your head every night. But unfortunately, I left here 3 years ago. And I left her because of this reason. Because I always told my son, it's never you, it's other people. Because one thing about it, I taught you this way, somebody else taught their child this way, somebody else taught their child this way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
that was my boy problem. My boy loved it, everybody. He didn't see them as a problem. He thought everybody loved him the same way that he loved.
And that's what happened to my baby,
too.
too.
Loyalty
Exactly.
will get you killed when the other people around you don't have.
Exactly.
And when you raised off of love, and you really, when you say this my friend, this my family, you stand on that. And that's what a lot of these children now have never seen
and
before,
don't understand it.
And don't understand it. But for as I've been saying, it's the women for me. It's the women, because even when you look back in time, women was the ones who moved some.
Yeah,
They was the ones who got it did. Majority of the men took the credit, you know, but they didn't do nothing.
Nothing.
They didn't do nothing. It was our thinking. It was our movements. It was the way that we sort things out as a problem solver, you know.
Because we would talk about it, either grandma, auntie, cuz, you know what I'm saying, a strong lady that knew this is what we got to do.
But I tell people, you know, when a life is lost, it's a big deal.
It is, man.
It is a big deal.
Especially if the Lord didn't take us the natural way.
They don't understand what they do to families. And the people that uphold it, they just as wrong as the ones that's doing it in my eyesight.
It is.
Because if the shoe was on the other foot in any situation, I don't care what situation
Exactly.
it is, that's why you're supposed to treat people the way you want to be treated.
Exactly.
And when tragedies happen, you know, me and you was talking on the phone earlier, and I told you how I felt. And I said, you know what? Throughout it all, we had a tragedy.
Exactly.
And when you have an incident or an accident or something happen or a tragedy happen, you go to the hospital. That's where you go. You go to the hospital. We were raised, you go to the hospital. If it ends at the hospital. And let me tell you something. I thank God that he know me and he know you and he know the other people. And I'm not saying that something is different about other situations. I only can speak on my own as you can only speak on your
Exactly.
own. But as I told you, it's a blessing to come out of it that God didn't let our children lay at these stop signs, at these people's houses, at these stores, for people to make videos out of them and, you know, take pictures and do that. Because let me tell you something. God know I couldn't have handled that. He know if he did it in a sense of normalcy.
Yep.
I can bear it. I couldn't bear what I see other people go through, and I go to these places, and that he wasn't gonna let me do that. Because see, if I would have drove up on that gas station and my boy laying down now,
I already know it.
my mind would have went
One way and your body went another way.
It would have went, it would have went, it would have
It
went.
would be two different ways.
And with me doing what I do with my credentials, law-abiding, certified, I would have lost it all. So with our children leaving off a tragedy at the hospital, that's the way it's supposed to go if it have to go that way.
Yeah.
Not what's happening to all this other stuff that these people is doing and not realizing you holding a phone over life.
Why would you do that?
That's gone. You know
Exactly.
the mindset you got to be in?
Mm-hmm. Because that's
You
how
know
this
your
generation
spirit?
is nowadays.
You got to be in to do that? I just, you know, what didn't happen to happen? And I have come to terms with, I never see my boy again.
Exactly.
I have come to terms with that, because if I didn't, I'd be dangerous. So I have came to the terms with that. But what I will not come to the terms with is stopping from seeking justice.
Yes, exactly. I don't even feel like my baby been gone since October 26th. December 26th will make 2 months. I ain't even really just over it. I'd never be over, first of all. But I think I'm glad I'm in Georgia. I'm glad I stay in Georgia now. I'm glad. And a lot of people that know me, especially my family, I know they glad I'm still in Georgia. But I came out here to see my mama and my daughter and grandchild for the holidays and enjoy myself and remember my son and have him balloon release on Saturday at 159. Anybody welcome to come if you want to. But no extra, none of the bull crap.
Oh, come in peace and leave with the police.
Exactly. And the way we set up is, I've been told by my family, blood thicker than water in the day. And one thing about people, family, we all got family out here. We got a large family, small family, extra large family, all that. It don't even matter. But one thing about family, we should stick together and stay together, because there's too much going on out here. And this right here, my baby just turned 21. I was 16. That last day I seen my baby when I came down here that weekend. Because I was down here that weekend. He got shot September the 17th. I was down here that Thursday. I went back home that Friday morning. He came over there and sat with me for, it might say, about 2 hours. We talked, chill, me being me, him being him, looking at old pictures, reminiscing. But never knowing that was really going to be my last time sitting up with my child. Because never had any bad feeling, none of that. I'm like, okay, he ain't seen me in a while, I ain't seen him in a while, okay. I ain't seen my baby. First time I told, boy, you get too big. My gone somewhere. I said, you need to go get your hair fit. I waiting on you to get it fit. I said, man, please, you got more money than me. But never knowing that was going to be my last time hugging my baby. And really just hugging him, because my last time telling my little one was Tuesday on the 25th before he left her. Because that morning they called me, I never thought they'd call and tell me my baby gone. I don't know what made his heart stop, but his heart stopped. And I guess the Lord was just ready for him, but I wasn't ready for him to go. I wasn't ready. But I guess the Lord was ready for my baby. But I know he in a better place. Yeah. He in a better place.
Well, you know,
I just want justice for my baby. That's all I can say.
You know, one thing that I know and I learned, I had to fall back. My dad, mom had never lost a child. The Giles family had never lost a child. The way, you know, in a tragic way, you know, and they was dealing with their own feelings when we lost Angelo. You know, we lost Emmett. And, you know, a couple more family members. But I let them deal with it. I leaned on them for a certain type of strength. But I had to tap into my mama's side because my granny, she buried 2 or 3 of her kids before she left here. And I remember my grandmother telling someone, if my child had the choice to come back here, they would. Why would they leave something perfect for something imperfect? So, you know, and I know Chris was linked to me as a gift. And I knew that God could have came and got him at 1 year old, 2 years old, but it's the way that the worldly part happened.
Exactly.
It's the way that the worldly part happened. And then after it happened, you know, everybody act like it's a sense of damn normalcy. Like it ain't no big deal. You know, it's like everybody just waiting on it to come to their front door.
It been known for a long time ago, and it's real sad.
You know, nobody want to say anything. I said something when I first started this platform a year ago. I see so many things that can be corrected.
Oh yeah, it's a lot.
With fighting mental illness and the criminal justice system and Jackson Public School, I'm talking about, I've been doing this. Only thing I did was add murder to it.
Yep.
Before is, you know, getting out there, trying to tell and do what is right, and seeing the corruptness, seeing the lack of funds and stuff to be able to get the job done. As I say, ain't no way in the world I go to work every day, overworked and underpaid, and then turn around and keep doing it without telling my boss something and making sure he tell his boss something, his boss and his boss and his boss.
Exactly.
You know, that's just like with the water. They could have did the same identical thing with homicides. I can't say that enough.
But they ain't fixed that water system like they supposed to. That's been years and years to make.
Well, they finna get $600 million now,
and we're gonna see what they're gonna do with it.
If
they gonna do the right thing or do the wrong thing.
Well,
that's all I say.
The only thing I say on that, a duck don't need no raincoat.
Never did.
So we pretty much know what they're gonna do, but I'm gonna sit back and not predict and hope and pray they get a conscience.
Exactly, to be the right thing.
They get a conscience.
Exactly.
And because it ain't never too late to do the right thing. Let me tell you that
never.
now. It's never too late to do the right thing.
Never, man.
Never. But these closures for these homicides, I want to encourage you all. Call 355-TIPS.
Exactly.
Call Felicia Marshall with Grant Me Justice for any mother who have lost a child, or if the parents is not here and the siblings want to stand in the gap. And just anybody that want to get involved, because I keep trying to tell y'all, Jackson is on fire and have been on fire. And I'm also going to say this again, because I hadn't said it in a while. Our sisters and our brothers that sit right across these highways from us, that know what go on this side, and y'all don't have a word on that side. We know y'all the voters. Can you all tell the people to help us? Exactly. Can you all start complaining for the little people? Fondren, Bellhaven, Eastover, Northeast Jackson. Maybe if they hear from y'all, and if it become a concern that you all know, this year, over 100 and some families have been affected. Last year, since 2019, it has been over 500 homicides here in the city of Jackson. I ain't talking about the ones y'all raised hell about when the police kill you or when the white man kill you. I ain't talking about them.
All don't count.
Amen.
All don't count.
Now that is what, as they say, burn my biscuit, piss me off. How you can call press conference, you can get the highs of the HNICs, you can do all of this when the police kill you or the white man kill you. But when it comes to us nobodies, as they look at us, our kids' life is lesser if the police don't kill them or the white man don't kill them.
It goes always.
That's pretty much what the black community say. And you got to be flunking the special ed bus not to see that.
Go right back to what you say. Guess what? We start trusting people that we know can help us. We'll get a long way in life. A long way. A long way.
No, they want the people that look like them.
A long way.
They want the people that look like them.
No.
They want the people that look like them. That's what they want. Because I don't see what we done got. Since 2019. How about since 2019, all the way up to now, we go back and get everybody who got a paycheck? Why don't we go back and get all their damn paychecks for a job that nobody done? How about that? That's the way it sound when you tell us excuses. That's the way it popping. Well, what? Have you been around here? Have I, taxpaying dollars, been paying you? Because if that's the case, you need to give us a refund, baby. Because that means you got up every day and didn't do nothing. Same thing with the streets. I feel like everybody who work for them should get all their damn paychecks back too. We see you ain't done nothing. Now I'm going to go to a commercial and y'all call in 1-800-492-5186. Say what you want to say, however you want to say it right now.
Have you had your Earth Blend coffee today? At Earth Blend Coffee, we take pride in offering you the very best of beans across the world, blended and roasted to perfection, giving you superior quality and satisfying and flavorful taste. Experience the world in one cup with Earth Blend Coffee.
To order, visit earthblendcoffee.co now.
Do you have something to say? Do you want your voice heard? Join the We Believe Global lineup. Be the star of your own show. For more info, call 800-492-5186, option number 1, or visit online at webelieve.global. Advertise on webelieve.global, a brand new digital media platform. Share your brand with our audience on our many global live stream TV broadcasts and over the radio. For more info, visit webelieve.global or call 800-492-5186, option 1.
Hi, I'm Q Talicia Garrett. I am here to introduce our New South Development and Training Outreach Hour every Tuesday at 2 p.m., giving you information on how to become a part of the programs through USDA and Farm Service Agency. We can be reached at 678-779-9468. We can also be found online at newsouthoutreach.com.
Baby, and guess what? It's cold. It is cold, baby. So we're going to jump right back on to what we was talking to during break. We were just sitting here talking, and I asked her, did her son have any kids? And she said no. And see, that's another thing that you all do when y'all do these homicides. You rob us. And I'm including myself because my son didn't have any kids. You rob us of generations. You know, you rob us of that experience. And as you say, that was your only boy. You know, y'all just don't know what are y'all doing to families with these homicides. You know, and with Chris not being he was on social media, but for us hearing his voice, I think that's about the only good thing about Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that when tragedies like this happen. When they do videos and stuff like that, you be able to go back and hear their voice. See, I didn't get that.
And my son ain't had it. He had an Instagram page, but he didn't post his stuff. All his stuff is in his phone. I'm glad I got his phone. He got all his pictures, all his video. Oh. He never posted, and he never been on Facebook. See, okay. He always did the Instagram, but he posted, like, if he take pictures, like he took this picture with his hair done, right, stuff like that. But he never posted his videos, and right, he got it all in his phone. And that's the only thing. And then my baby had made a song. They said they made that song last, either 2019 or the beginning of 2020. And him and his friend, I was like, why y'all ain't tell me? I said, I wouldn't even let y'all went back to Mississippi. When y'all want to holler about, we're going back to Mississippi for a couple months. We come back. I wouldn't let them come back. They sounded so good. Even if you didn't make it all the way, you could have, let me get in the studio and try my talent. Because one thing about it, the Lord give all us different talents. Sure. I don't care what it is. Sure, it's always something different. And in my family, it is doing her. Everybody in my family can do her. But my baby is the first one, Chantel. She got her license a couple weeks ago. Oh, and she was like, oh, this for my brother. Right. And see, that's the point. Like, he didn't even get a chance to go do nothing. He said, last time I talked to my baby said, Mom, I don't want to work for the white folks. He said, I want my own business. I said, I always tell him, Keyshawn, you can do anything you set your mind to.
That's right.
He said, Mom, I'm going to get my real estate license and buy me some property and rent them out or fix them up and sell them. That's what he used. Last time me and him talked, that's what he said. I was like, baby, you can always do anything you put your mind to.
Sure. You know it. That's the same thing I tell mine, you know. And as the lady on 90.1 have a show, it's called a ripple effect. Like your daughter went on, you know, despite this tragedy, she went on and did something that she wanted to do to make herself proud, her brother, you all, and everything. And to be able to be there for everybody, you know, because the immediate family really gets it. That's what people don't understand. The mother, the father, and the siblings, and the grandparents.
I know my mom going
You
through
know, it's just that, you know, they do not get what the hell they be doing, man.
Until they hit their door. Then that when they realize.
And it's just, you know, I have so many moments where I get so mad.
That's what I do, girl. I promise. Yeah,
I get so mad for the simple fact, I'm like, these boys is in jail for killing my boy. They know who they was with. They mamas know what's going on. They family know what's going on. And you mean to tell me everybody from the bottom of pits of hell, nobody has a heart, especially the mothers? You mean to tell me she can't feel my loss, either whether her son caused it or not, as a woman and as a human and as a mother?
I never.
You mean to tell me you can't do this? You can't do this. So see, they let me know what I'm fighting with y'all, it ain't in this flesh, it's spiritual. It's them damn demons that been manifesting. That's why I said when I got on this side, I'm fighting it simultaneously. Exactly. I'm going spiritually and worldly at the same damn time. Cause it's nowhere in the hell. I've been to found your number. If the shoe was on the other foot, baby, I've been to found your damn number and call you from an app or something, and just to tell you how sorry I am. Exactly. And I'm paying for a defense attorney, but damn it, I'm sitting on the prosecutor's side. Cause it's my job to make sure he punished fairly. Exactly. It's my job to make sure you don't railroad him. But it ain't my job to hold him up in his wrong.
Exactly.
And I just don't get it. You know, as I said, with these homicides, it is a big deal. And I'm encouraged the families. Seek justice. Seek justice. Stop going down there 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1. Let's all come up with a plan. Because I'm going to tell you like this. JPD building, you can go past that. I know you're stopping there. The mayor, I know you stopping there. You might well keep on going. You're going to go down there to that governor and to that legislator. Because they the one that hold the key to the answers. Because there's some people that's looking for a job in every damn field that they need. From the coroner's office all the way up to the judge. I wouldn't care. Out of this $600 million, if you want to take it out of there, I don't care if you get it out the tobacco fund or where you get it from. You can get a whole new state crime lab because the volume of the bodies that's coming through here, you think we don't need to?
Exactly.
Or you need to be billing on to that one? It's the lack of care all the way around the board with the people that look like us. Because as I said, if it's them white folks and it's them and it's the governor and it's the legislator here, let's go to them. Let's do like a damn Million Jackson March instead of Million Man March or Woman March. Let's just everybody go up there.
Exactly.
Because as I said, the people who haven't suffered a loss, they should be in front of the people who already have. Mm-hmm. Don't you know there's something else I don't get with that? You living in a city that's on fire with your children, your grandchildren, and everybody is being raised right here. And you see
Old folk, you say they drop it like flies, but see, one thing about a fly, you got to catch him and hit him in order for him to drop.
Exactly.
So they dropping like leaves when the wind blows.
That fly.
You see what I'm saying?
You right.
They dropping like leaves and ants.
Because it's each other and one another know one another. That's how it is.
Like I said, I'm going to say you're wrong when you're wrong. And it's, y'all black folks, you're wrong when you only say something when the police kill you or the white man kill you. Because you don't see no more dollar signs. That's all you see. Anytime you don't say nothing to make a stand for all the other homicides. And that's my opinion.
Especially when you know something.
And as I said, it just, nobody is talking about these homicides. And as I told you all a long time ago, this platform here is for the public. It is for the public to get involved, for the public to say what they want to say, how they want to say it, when they want to say it. You know, you ain't got to do nothing. Call me. I get a lot of calls on this number. Y'all see that phone? I get a lot of calls on. I don't know if they say it's a 12 Pro Max. Hell, I don't know what it is. But I get a lot of calls on this phone. But that 1-800 number, that's why I tell y'all, if you scared, you'll stay still. If you scary, you'll move something. And if you got this right in here, right, it ain't gonna let you stand still. It just ain't gonna let you stand still. It ain't gonna let you not seek justice. It just ain't gonna do it. And, you know, I hate to see anybody I know, anybody I don't know, get forced to this side. And I use that word because, hell, that's what it was.
Exactly.
We was forced to this side. And, you know, out of my own experience, I told somebody, the second after I got that phone call, I had to relearn who I was. I had to relearn who Chantel was. You know? Literally. And I'm encourage y'all people to get y'all some counseling. You know, if anything else hurt on y'all, you go to the doctor. But when you have this up here problems, you want to act like you can fix it yourself when you done had a tragedy in your life. Well, human life has been lost.
Yep.
Ain't nothing wrong with going to talk to somebody.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing wrong joining the gun range and start shooting either. Mm-hmm. If that's the way you want to relieve your stress. To stay on your journey the right way. If you want to go fishing, if you want to go bowling, whatever you got to do to push through, because for the first year, when a person is forced on this side, from my experience, you don't even know who you is. And you don't even know who you is. And it's going to reveal the real, the fake. It's going to show you, I'm talking about your eyes. It's like a shield he put over your eyes and take it off and put some more on. Daily. Because you see people for what they really are when it comes to someone losing a child.
Especially when people know they did something they ain't up beating it. And one thing I always told my son, you ain't never got to be a father out here, be a leader. And whatever Tom, Dick, and Harry right here doing, you ain't got to do it. Be, whatever you came to the conclusion that this is who you are, be yourself. Be yourself.
Most definitely. And you know, as I told you earlier, it's just that when a mother loses a child, y'all just don't know. For number one, I'm going to tell you out of my experience. Get all fake folks away from around you. You can watch them play themselves out if you want to, or you can nip it in the bud. But me, myself, I like to lay low, play slow, and play dumb when I already know what's going on, and I stay one step ahead. But now, I'm just telling you, that's number one. Get all fake stuff away from around you and don't trust nobody. Don't trust nobody, period. Because at that time, everybody is grasping for straws. They gathering information just like you is. Only difference is they ain't telling you shit.
And that's what they doing.
They ain't telling you nothing. But to sit around you and I even speak at your child funeral. That's what they did at mine. And wasn't nothing but the devil from the bottom of pits of hell. Do you hear me? I'm talking about right there. Like, they cared. Like, they had unconditional love, and the whole time didn't mean nobody no good, not even them damn selves. But the beauty of that, what they didn't understand was I was numb. I didn't see nothing. I didn't smell nothing. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? See, it don't sound crazy to somebody else, but you on this side where I'm at, so you can truly understand what I'm saying. You can't see nothing, you can't smell nothing. You just running on adrenaline. And then the way they make you wait on your body. Cause see, when Chris would have left here Thursday, I would have put Chris in the ground sad.
My if baby left there that Wednesday, it took 2 weeks. I'd have put them the rest of November 21st.
But if I would have had my pick and things would have been normal, when Chris left here Thursday, I would have had the funeral Saturday. Literally.
Yeah.
Hey, I come from a family, you better have a savings up in case of emergency. So we wasn't doing no waiting. I waited because I had to wait.
Exactly.
And that is more mind-boggling and hurtful than anything.
Exactly.
Despite the tragedy, it's the wait. And I tell people all the time, that ain't normal. That ain't normal. That crime lab should never get backed up. Hell, you know they dying to get in there. You know the volume is up. You know the problem. So why the hell you got 18 wheelers over here piling the damn bodies up? Waiting on them to go in the crime lab.
Yep. Jackson.
Then you put more pressure on the funeral homes because now, hell, you releasing 2 and 3 at a time.
Exactly.
It is, I just don't get it. And to the leaders, I'm so sick of them talking. Oh, I'm so sick of y'all talking.
All they doing is talking.
That's all y'all doing. It's talking. And you got these damn slow bunnies right behind you just this. Yeah. And then you come back again. Yeah. No damn results, none whatsoever. Nothing. Y'all putting on for y'all city. That's all y'all do. But you treat the people the way they let you treat them.
Exactly. Because one thing about Jackson, it seemed like when we was coming up, we had Boys, Girls Club, YMCA, this, and that, after school promo.
Yeah, they got the money for it now. They just ain't putting it in.
And then it took everything out of the neighborhoods. It's like, what you think these kids gonna right here do? They gonna sit here and listen to somebody. They gonna tell them, oh, come on, yeah, do this. If you do such, do this, I got you $5,000, or I got you $2,000, or I'm gonna make sure you straight.
Well, let me ask you this.
You a fool.
What you think about Capital City Police since you been coming back and forth down here?
A miss. They chased somebody the other night and ended up right here on by the Jasco right here on Martin Luther King, because you know my mama stay on Lebanon right there.
So you think they ain't like Frank Miller?
They want some results and they want to try to do something, but they don't have the people behind them like they should. But I feel like if you're going to go out here and do something, it's all right to chase them, but you ain't got to do the force where you going to kill them. Do what you was trying to do. So if you got to taser them. Or if
but they got 3 assault rifles in the car.
Okay, but if you is going to shoot at them, okay, try to shoot at them where you ain't going to kill them so you can get some results of what's going on. Right. If they done kill somebody or whatever, y'all can get some closure, that family gets closure. Or if they done rob somebody, come on, you got to at least try to get them to speak up on. Even if they don't speak up on, guess what? You can say, well, okay, I got them, they in jail. Yeah. I did my part.
Now, I agree about the lethal force.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like they doing
but
too
now,
much.
in certain situations,
if you're in a messed up situation, I feel you, because you fear for your life, and you don't know what they're going to do to you, and you don't know what you're going to do to them.
Right.
So I feel you in this situation.
I would say when you in
I feel
when you in the middle of that war zone, Cause I feel like this. They wouldn't be here if everybody would have been handling their business.
And this what I feel like.
If everybody would have been handling their business, they wouldn't be needed. They wouldn't be here. But see, I think back to this. The little stuff that happened at the fairground, everybody say, oh, that happened then, that happened then. That's when they got them. No, that ain't when they got them. That ain't when they got them. You remember when them bullets flew down there at the governor mansion and y'all thought wasn't nothing going on while you down there by the Mayflower with that foolishness? Yeah, with that nigga shit. Down there by the Mayflower, who y'all there? Y'all think y'all here think you gonna go down there
see, my thing about
by the damn Mayflower. And them folks been down there 100 years.
Exactly.
100 years.
But see, it goes right back. They young and they really don't know now. They going about what somebody told them.
That's when they started.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, nothing like that never happened while we was coming up or going to the or to the state fair or anything that went on at the fairground. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this generation so messed up in the head. They think this music got them messed up a lot.
Now they mamas and daddy.
That too, but I'm gonna say the music and the games.
Hell, the mom and dad doing the same thing they doing.
Exactly.
That's the thing. They know exactly. They know exactly. They know exactly for. She naked, they naked. The friends naked, the friend mama naked.
You're right.
They got folks going in and out. They doing everything under the sun. The whole damn family doing everything under the sun. The uncles doing everything under the sun. The nephews doing everything under the sun. The whole damn thing is corrupted with evil.
And that's when it always gonna stay messed up. But if you know you not doing it, it's a different story. But like you said, everybody corrupt. Everybody doing this
everybody
thing. But and that goes right back to say, let me tell you something.
I'm just glad my demons don't know they demons.
We around the same age. And one thing we was taught, and this one thing that stick in my head, and y'all can take how y'all want to take it. I ain't gonna take from my people. Because they ain't got nothing.
Oh, hell.
If I'm gonna go out here and take a penitentiary chance and take some, and take a person's life, you better believe if I'm gonna go do it, it's gonna be worth some. But I'm not gonna be a fool, first of all. That's why I try to tell a lot of people. It ain't even worth it.
They ain't ready for that.
It ain't even worth it. Because one thing about it, you always have to look over your back. I ain't come from the perfect family. Oh yeah, I'm the Greens and the Boones and the Sanders all day long. I'm a Boone because it's my dad's last name. But I originally come from the Greens and the Sanders because that's what my mama and them is. They ain't play. They did everything. I got uncles, cousins, did it all. And they always tell me, you trouble, you ain't nothing but a nigga.
Well, you know what? That's just like I tell folks, when I was coming up, I looked at people that joined gangs and stuff like that. My mind, I just always been different.
Exactly. Why would you?
I'm like, shit, if I finna disobey Mary, man, I'm not finna do what none of y'all say.
What? I'm gonna do what I say.
I'm gonna do what I said. You know what I'm saying?
What?
It just, I don't understand the concept. Then I look at the people today that got in that stuff similar to crack. You think I'm finna go out there and hit some crack and I see what it doing to everybody else?
And this over you be like this and that,
okay.
Money, fine, cars,
that's just like when the hood started back doing cocaine. Everybody know cocaine was a rich man drug.
Exactly.
Ours know that it was a rich man drug. So if you ain't got it, that's a drug that your ass don't do.
And you don't need to do it anyway.
Nah.
No.
In the last 10 years, everybody on power.
No, thank you.
And you're too nice to don't. But I'm just saying. But now, I know what not to do. I knew one thing. People showed me what not to do and how not to be. Exactly. When I see, tattoos. Hell, I done did tattoos on folks back in the day, and then I done talk cash mess. I'm talking about the life of the party, rooting it on, and when it come to be my turn, I get serious. Man, ain't nobody finna call no pain on me. These hoes I got in my ear, my grandma put in there. Man, you ain't finna call pain on me at all. I was a person who never liked the pain. If you wanted to get rid of me, You give me a grain of salt of pain, and I'm gone.
Exactly.
I'm gone. You'll never know it. But the minute you give me that grain of salt of pain, it's over with. So when I got the whole damn ocean of salt when I lost Chris, I've been like this ever since.
Exactly.
It's a must. It's in my DNA. You took my seed. You took my seed. I don't know if it's not a big deal to you, but it's a damn big deal to me.
We carried them 9 months.
You know.
We carried them 9 months.
And I got pregnant with Chris at 14. I had him at 15, and I can count on one hand how many times somebody kept him, and it won't fill up 5 fingers, baby. Huh? So when I tell you this thing called motherhood, I mastered it. I mastered it. And as my auntie said, Chantel is a child that wanted to be grown. Mm-hmm. Anybody that knew me coming up, I wanted to be grown. I knew grown folks paid bills, and they did what they wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And they had a job.
I feel like we all want to do that because my auntie had the cafe. Your people had places, stoves. We was going in the stove. We had to get us some stuff, play the game, shoot pool, have fun, being a child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we saw. That we knew. We knew that our people was going out there and get something, striving for something.
Right. And
so we knew this. We want to go out of.
And you know something I tell people today? Back in the day, our ancestors voted Republicans. People didn't believe it. But they voted Republicans because they believed in getting up, going to work, and keeping. They didn't mind helping when they had it, but they ain't gonna give it and take from their own to give. You know, for us, we sit around now when we get together as a family and we laugh and joke because, hell, I didn't know we were broke till I got grown. I'm talking about until you jumped all the way out the pole, you know. You
already thought we
ain't never go without nothing. You know?
Okay.
And I hear people say, we stayed in the prime. Like, baby, I ain't never stayed in no prime. Now, we might have duplex. Baby. But I ain't never stayed in no my good weed.
Get what?
We ain't never stayed.
Neighborhood, the whole house going up and down the street. It's families.
I ain't never stayed in no prime.
It's families.
I ain't never stayed in no apartment, baby. By God's grace and mercy. My mama, you know, and my family, you know, they strive for the best. And that's why, like now, I look at people my age and I look at their families, you know. And my cousin reminded me a couple of months ago, she said, Chantel, we ain't never thought we were no better than nobody else. But the footsteps that our grandparents made it so we don't have to work so hard. Mm-hmm. And we gonna make some footsteps for these that's coming behind us so they won't have to work so hard.
They had already did.
Because they had already did. Yeah. So when I see people working 2, 3 jobs, 3, 4 jobs with a man, without a man, I'm like, damn, they dying trying to live. Mm. I'm not gonna die trying to live.
Exactly.
And try to please somebody else to show that you got it. That's what I said. It's like in Jackson, nobody broke. It's like nobody broke. Like everybody balling. It used to be, it was levels to it.
Mm-hmm. You balling while you struggling. You can ball while you struggling. That was the levels to it.
You know?
But everybody, like you say, but they ain't.
No, because now they don't even want to work. They don't want to work because it'll take their rent up.
They won't do that. Baby, listen, I left here for paying 0 rent. When I left here to go to Georgia, and I've been gone almost 3 years. To paying $1,000 to now my mortgage is $2,030, and I pay it faithfully.
Well,
because I want to live and I want to have something. You feel me? Because I go to work every day.
That's right.
Because I've been working since I was 16 years old anyway.
That's right.
I'm 42. But one thing about life, you gonna go through some, you gonna go through your ups and downs, but you gonna know this ain't how I want to live.
Right.
I want to live like this. Because I've already seen all this all my life. Even before I got up in the age, I saw this coming up. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I try to tell a lot of people. But some people just so stuck in their ways, like, oh, well, as long as I got someone to lay my head, okay, well, the government paying for this, pay for that. But you still ain't getting ahead. Because get what?
And
if your friends say, okay, I'm finna go out of town for the week, girl, you want to go with us? We finna take us a girl trip. You can't take no trip because you ain't got no money. You ain't got nothing else.
Girl, listen, let me tell you something. Oh, you know they call me a fool. Hell, I would rent houses for $2,100 a month just so the school system can whoop my children. Yes. Cause my children ain't going to nobody's school where they got corporal punishment at. Period.
Okay.
Gotta know that, cause you ain't gonna ring my phone at all. From 7 to whatever the law say they supposed to be with you. Oh, baby, you got that? You better pull your belt off. You better twist their ear. You better do whatever the hell you need to do. This between me and you.
Paddling out of school.
See, I wasn't putting mine nowhere where they wasn't paddling at. So I done paid $2,000 and something rent before. You know, so just so I can be able to go to work when they were younger, you know, not to do nothing, which mine I already knew. When you go to that schoolhouse, you represent me.
Exactly. One thing I always told man, you like me, go to school, get your education. You come home, play every day, all day. I play with you all day long. But you gonna go to school, get the education.
Now, of course, I cheated now. I pulled them out of Raymond, 12th grade, just to put them in Lanier so they could graduate from 833 from my grandmama's address.
See, that's your problem. No bad, I didn't catch that with y'all. Because, yes, I supposed to graduate from 833 because we was on this side of town. But guess what? When my mama moved out west, off of Robinson to Westgate, guess what? Well, as long as I graduate, that's all what matter. And I graduated from program, and I still don't represent all this mess. I'm 42. Never been to damn one of my class reunions. Guess what? I didn't care. As long as I got the diploma that the mamas wanted us to get.
Well, the thing about me was I'm very traditional.
Whatever.
So I pulled them out of Raymond High School during the year of 12th grade. Put them at Lanier, and of course I brought them back from Georgia. They were 3 credits ahead when we came back here. So everybody was like. They was like, Mom, we don't know nobody over there. I told them, you don't supposed to know nobody over there. You just watch your great-great-granny address. That's all thing you pay attention to. Because this is what I want on paperwork. I want my grandmama address on your paperwork. We don't care nothing about none of that. But they don't know nothing about 833 either. They don't have a clue about it. That was my doing. But it was just something that I wanted.
Yeah.
I wanted them to be able to experience, to always know, guess what? The lady that my mother always talk about, this is the family home. This is where it all began.
Yeah.
Right here.
And see, even though, we always had 159, and my kids, they know about 159, but they know my mama ended up getting her house in Georgetown, and she been there for years and years. So my thing was, I don't care where I stayed. Wherever I stayed, my kids always went to school from my mama's house.
I know.
Until I moved in my last apartment until we got in, and they got in high school. When they got in high school, then they didn't have no choice but to go from the house because they was honor students, so they was from Bailey to Murray, APEC. My son had already said, Mom, I don't want to go down there. And my daughter, Mom, I don't want to go down there. I said, okay, then, baby, you got to go.
Oh, yeah.
I went when I was probably in the 10th grade, because the 9th grade started off in Wingfield, but I transferred. But I didn't just, and then they just didn't fall to me like everybody else. It fits to my family.
Well, I know. It was just the old school thing for me that I wanted to keep up. But now, let me tell you something when I got over there, though, girl. You know, their dad does all the games. You know, he's there, he on point. The bread behind it.
Yeah.
You know. So one time the lady said, why your mama don't always show up? And one of the ladies said, where you think all this stuff from concessions come from? Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson said stuff. So one night they had a basketball thing car wash up there at the AutoZone on 5 Point.
Okay.
Now me, I'd have been down there at Killer J's all night long. You had to be there, and we had to be there, I think, 6:30 or 7 o'clock that morning. I done left from one end and come straight down there. So as I'm out there holding the sign, doing everything that I supposed to been doing, everybody just waving and honking, and they like, Miss Johnson, they know you. I said, yeah, we just left the club. And so at the meeting, they want to talk about unfortunate. And I'm sitting around there, girl, I'm sitting in there, I'm looking around, and I want to remind you, I got 2 12th graders now. So that means I got 2 senior dudes, 2 basketball dudes, 2 of everything at the same damn time. And I'm active. I'm out here. Regardless of what I was doing, I was out there. and they come with talking about helping somebody less fortunate, and I'm looking around at these same folk that I just see at the club with me. Baby, I lost it. I lost it over there, and one of the teachers or somebody was over there, a parent or something. She remember me, and she was like, "Chantel." I was like, "Shit, I'm just telling you, ain't no damn about unfortunate when they paying that cover charge to get in the damn club. They better get their priority.
You supposed to have that
priority screen.
Get-go.
I got two boys up here, and I ain't missed a beat. I told you know why these folk waving at me like that? Hell, I got on the same clothes I had on last night. It's 7-something in the morning. I'm out here.
I'll still represent.
I'm out here on it, baby. So you know I ain't taking no sympathy
I feel
for nobody.
I feel that because I remember the Berlin days when I used to leave. My kids talk about it
make
today, but get what
it was.
Y'all had everything.
Yeah,
and
baby.
everybody used to say, "Oh, she gonna make sure them children is great."
So 833 was an experience. And I can tell you this, days have changed and times have changed. But they found out that there was some good people over there. You know, they made a bond, and they love going back to the games to support them.
Yeah.
But other than that, honey, they didn't know nothing about nothing. They never been over there no more than talking about my dad's house when my pop stayed up there behind Star.
Yeah.
You know, but other than that, they didn't know nothing about none of that. Chris did, because of course, Chris went to Galloway, and here, I didn't need Operation Shoe Screen. I had Mr. P.
Exactly.
Baby, I had Mr. P.
My kids went, but they didn't go to get. They went to Galloway for a little while, but my son, especially Keisha, he was like, "Mom, take us out of this school. I don't want to go over there." I was like, "Okay then, boy." Then when they started going to Johnson, and when they started going to Johnson, he was like, "Oh, we good over here at Grant House." But like I say, I made sure my kids, when they got off their bus, they went to their grandma's house, and I came and picked them up.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
I know what y'all at. I know what y'all doing. You ain't doing nothing. You got no business. Cause get what?
Excuse me.
You ain't come for do nothing. Go off that porch, and you better for to go out the porch because you're gonna be right there in the gate.
Right. Well, honey.
And in the 3 minutes, come on in the house.
Well, everybody know the hood had Chris, baby. I be at work. Doc be down there drunk. I get Chris a $10 roll of quarters a day. Chris go in the store and play the game all day long. I supposed to be there one time. I'm late.
Exactly.
I'm coming right for the stove close, and Mr. P had him. I'm telling you that. Rest his soul, Mr. P had him.
But one thing about Mr. P, that was the grocery store that everybody that was coming up in the hood wanted to get them a job there, or they wanted to be up there.
Yeah, cause he loved the hood.
There was one good white man that loved everybody. I don't care who you is.
Yes, he
don't
was.
do for everybody.
And you know when I called. Okay. Well, y'all, you know, we'll go on and on and on. So we're going to wrap this thing up. I want to thank you for joining me on tonight. As I say, you're welcome back anytime you get ready. If there's anything you want to say it there before I close.
All I got to say is, man, listen. My baby didn't deserve this. And everybody know Jackson is... Everybody know everybody in Jackson. Put it like this. Man, whatever y'all find out, please call me. Get in touch with me. I'm on Facebook. Everybody already know his friends and everybody else just follow him on Instagram. I got his Instagram page. My phone number 470-707-2875. I don't care. If y'all know something, what happened, whatever, even if you don't want to tell me, call, block, text, whatever. It don't even matter. Just call, tell me what happened to my son. Because I knew from the beginning the story didn't add up and it didn't make sense. And one thing I know, my son was never a problem child. That's what I do know.
Well, as I said, anytime you're in town, if it's on a Wednesday or Friday, you're welcome to swing in. You're welcome to call in. Anytime that you're in Atlanta on those same days, you know, and I'm going to let you have the flow, and that goes for any mother, any family member. So I want to encourage y'all again, call Miss Felicia Marshall at Grant Me Justice for anyone who has lost a child. Also, on my son's case, 2 down, 2 more to go. And the one that's in Raymond, don't try me, baby. Don't try me with them cellular phones. You see, I done got 5 taken from you. Don't.
Girl, 5? You should have stopped at your second one.
No, because I got some.
Girl,
I'm like the Rock.
I
got like the Rock. You don't know what red is cooking, huh?
That's all like said. He supposed to make
Yeah,
sure it's safe.
yeah.
It's
So,
weird.
if you know anything about these homicides, make sure you call 601-355-TIPS. Please register to vote. Please get involved. Please understand that Jackson is on fire. Tell a friend and tell a friend it's on fire.
Exactly.
And I'm going to close y'all out with this. The people at the ER, when your loved one go in those ERs with assault rifle bullets, the chances are slim to none. The surgeons and the doctors up there are not equipped for those war wounds. They just not. So with that being said, y'all be safe. TGIF, cut the heat up. And find you a company keeper, couch potato, hell, lay the pillows around you. It don't make no difference. But it's cold. And say his name, Christopher.